This month, there are two big things which are indeed going to take place in your life, my gorgeous Cancer. There are two major things which are going to take place. Number one, you are going to have a big reward. You are going to have a big reward. This is what you need to understand when it comes to, something you have been working on immensely. Okay. And number two, this month is also marking the end of such a big struggle in your life. This big struggle is about to come to an end. This in itself was something really personal to you, and something that you did not like to talk about to everybody. This is something you really kept to yourself, something that has been bothering you for a while, my gorgeous Cancerini, and you've only said this to only those people in your life who mean to you the most. So we are talking about something really personal and something really private, and something that you do not like to talk about, share with other people, or discuss in any way, shape, or form. So it's only signifying the fact how much this has been affecting you. And also, it has been affecting you for a while. It's to do with the stage of your life, something that unfolded negative, a little bit dark within the last couple of years. And up until now, you still have been affected by it. And only that moment in time, when you realize that this struggle is going to come to an end, my gorgeous Cancerini, which is going to happen now in September, only then you are going to realize how much you have been affected by this. So it's to do with a stage of your life when you have had some kind of like a negative change in circumstances, you see, and this has been affecting you all this time. So of course that this is going to mark such a beautiful moment of your personal liberation, my gorgeous Cancerini. You're going to be set free like never before. The fact that when it comes to numerology, your number is number 4. Number 4, it's a very important number, but it also means that you are going to reconnect with yourself. And in fact, the first 4 days of September are going to be absolutely crucial. Number 4 signifies the fact that you are going to reconnect with yourself. But these first days of September, something is going to become so obvious to you, something that you need to do, my gorgeous Cancerini, and something that you have been avoiding as well. Okay, this in itself, it's important when it comes to your personal evolution, when it comes to your progress. It is indeed to do with you realizing within the first 4 days that there is something that you need to bring to an end. Something you need to bring to an end. Within the first 4 days of September, you are going to realize this. By the time you get to the 21st and the 22nd of September, only then you're going to find yourself on this crossroads, my gorgeous Cancerini, and only then, it's going to, things are going to start making sense for you. Because when you find yourself on this crossroads, you are going to be grateful to God that you decided to bring to an end whatever you were meant to bring to an end. And when I say you're going to need to bring something to an end, well, it's to do with an element, and it's to do with a stage of your life that has come to an end a while ago, but there is still something that you need to do in order to finalize everything, because only then you are going to be able to move on. So by the time you find yourself on this crossroads, you see, you would never, ever be able to choose this absolutely mind-blowing path you're going to be able to choose at that moment in time. Because if you did not bring that particular thing to an end, this like crossroads would never happen. And when I say crossroads, my gorgeous Cancerini, it's not a bad thing whatsoever. Sometimes, there's certain crossroads in our lives. Lots of people can find stressful and confusing, but you need to understand that, we are changing, we are growing, and we are evolving. And very often when we find ourselves on some kind of a crossroads, and even more so unexpectedly, it's even better, because we don't have a time to think, we don't have a time to prepare, and that way we prevent ourselves from going into this trap of like over analyzing. Because when we start over analyzing something which should be pretty much so obvious, we are drifting away from it instead of it drifting towards it. So all this is going to be contributing towards you choosing the right path by the time you find yourself on this crossroads. And number 4 also means that, my God, you are indeed going to have such a great luck. Throughout the months of September, you are going to have a great luck, my gorgeous Cancerini. The luck is good luck, is going to be on your side. And I really strongly suggest you that anything that comes to you really weird, like some kind of realization, some kind of ideas, because I really strongly suggest you to investigate this as much as you can. Because number 4 in numerology also, it's signifying that, throughout this month, you are going to have some kind of realizations and some kind of ideas that you've never ever had before, which they are going to surprise you. But this is a very powerful signal when it comes to your soul, when it comes to your spirit, that you are evolving, my gorgeous Cancerini, and you are ascending onto the next level of your spiritual journey. So naturally, new things are going to start coming up. New things about yourself, about your life, you're going to realize. And this is always beautiful. Your life is transforming, and you are most certainly going to be transforming as well. So when it comes to the first of all, I say to you, the first 4 days of September, but also when it comes to the in between the 1st of September and the 10th of September. Listen to me very carefully, my gorgeous Cancerini. When it comes to the 1st of September and in between the 1st of September and in between the 10th of September, you are going to have a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant idea. And this is going to be big. Okay, you are going to have a brilliant idea in between the 1st and the 10th of September. This idea you're not going to be able to stop thinking about. This idea, it's going to make you feel alive again. This idea, it's going to literally rejuvenate you, but you are not going to be able to stop thinking about this idea whatsoever. And also when it comes to that idea, this is going to be big. This is something that you will really want to do. This is something that you will really want to do so much, and you're going to feel so passionate about that idea. For the first time in your life, you're going to this idea, but this idea is also based on your life and based on your lifestyle and based on the fact that how much you want to change your life, and this in itself, it's going to be the beginning of such a beautiful stage. When it comes to that idea, and when I say this idea, this is going to be something big. This is going to be big because you're going to feel something, my God. And when it comes to that idea, you need to understand that you need to follow your heart, my gorgeous Cancerini. You need to follow your heart. Okay, because this is a lot to do with who you are. It's a lot to do with your destiny, and it's also a lot to do with something at that moment in time when you have this idea. There is something that you will really want to. You will become so curious about something. So it's a lot about this idea, but almost instantly you are going to become so curious about something when it comes to that idea. And this curiosity, to be quite honest with you, it's going to bring the best out in you. Because in between now and in between, this is going to happen in between the 1st and the 10th of September. So from the 10th of September onwards, oh my God, when it comes to you, kind of finding out more about this idea, it's like, just remember, you are instantly going to become so curious about finding something out. So the rest of the month, it's going to be so interesting, so colorful, so important for you in general, just because of this idea. This idea is going to start slowly but surely changing every single aspect of your life. What you're going to notice in between the 10th of September and the end of that month, like how your priorities are organically changing, because of this idea. And everything is going to start making sense. And you will realize in between the 10th and the end of September, because of this idea, your eyes are going to open and you're going to realize finally how much you've actually changed. Everything is going to start making sense in your life. Bad things you've been through, brilliant things you've been through, but most importantly, how much you've actually changed. You're most certainly like really ascending when it comes to this like never before. So when it comes to this idea, you need to take this very, very seriously indeed. By the time you get to the actual 11th of September, on the 11th of September, you are going to have such a good news. You are going to have a brilliant news when it comes to the 11th of September. And when it comes to that brilliant news as well, you're going to be very, very happy. Really good news, a really brilliant news. And you will kind of know, my God, the process of change is like kind of starting. The process of change is starting to take place. But when it comes to that a good news that you are going to have, there is a certain journey that you are going to need to make. When it comes to that good news, you will be thinking about, this is brilliant. The process in my life, the process of change is most certainly starting. But at the same time, you are going to realize that there is some kind of a journey that you are going to need to make. You're going to need to take this journey. And you will go on this journey, at some point in September. That's for sure. And wherever you need to go, whatever you need to do when it comes to that good news, it's just so important for you to go on that journey, because you are going to be reconnected with somebody very, very special, somebody very beautiful. And this particular person who you are going to be reconnected with, it's going to bring the best out in you when it comes to you, like kind of realizing what's missing in your life. What's missing in your life big time. It's going to come through that particular person sorry, who you feel so close to anyway. It's somebody, maybe it's like your friend, maybe it's like your family member. It's just somebody who you feel really connected to normally anyway. And that person is going to play a huge role when it comes to you kind of realizing exactly what's missing in your life. And for some reason, I'm seeing that you're going to need to be honest with yourself here. You're going to need to be really honest with yourself. And the best way, the best people to bring that honesty in us are those people who knows us the best, those people who understand us and our journey. And very often these beautiful people in our lives who knows us really well, they understand us from a completely different angle. And sometimes it feels that these people know us better than we know ourselves. So this is either to do with a family member or it's to do with a really, really great friend indeed. Sorry. The next important date, my gorgeous Cancerini, it's going to be on the 13th of September. On the 13th of September, you know what? Look, you have to be honest here, okay? You have to be honest here on the 13th of September, because you will realize that something is just making you feel so sad, down, negative, and really, really unhappy on the 13th of September. And this life is too short. This life is too short. As I mentioned before, we live many lives. We die and then we are reborn. We die and then we are reborn. We die and then we are reborn. But each time we are reborn, it's a new consciousness. We don't remember our life from before. So we start like a brand new spirit in that particular body. So each time, basically, you start new life. Each time you start new experience, you see. So the reason why am I saying this is that it's not true that we live only this life, but It's when it comes to our consciousness, in a way, yes, this is this life with this consciousness. So we just need to make the most on this spiritual journey. The reason why am I saying this is because something is holding you back here from moving forward in your life. Something is holding you back here. On the 13th of September, this is going to be obvious because something is just going to make you feel down, sad, a little bit negative. Something is again kind of going to break your heart a little bit. And you will understand that you need to move away from this. Whatever whatever broke your heart here, my gorgeous Cancerini, you're literally going to need to move away from here, because now, I can see that you are going to find it very kind of hard to let it go. That's absolutely, I completely understand this. But the sooner you let this go, the sooner you're going to be able to move forward, to move on with your life, literally. Having said that, you do need to wait for the perfect timing. Okay? I know it sounds complicated, blah, 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 but having said that, it's important to mention that you do need to wait for the perfect timing, because there are going to be certain things on your mind. And I can assure you 1000%, 1,000,000%, 10,000,000%, you will know instantly when it's going to be the best time to actually do this. So once again, you have to follow your intuition. And may I remind you that your number is in numerology, it's number 4, which means that you're also going to be highly intuitive throughout this month. So don't fall into this trap of being indecisive when you know that things are going to be crystal clear for you this month. So that's why, in terms of intuition, so that's why you need to make the most of them. The next important date, my gorgeous Cancerini, it's going to be on the 17th of September. On the 17th of September, you are going to have a really nice, happy surprise. This happy little creative surprise. This happy little creative surprise, it's also going to be kind of something that you can do. You can express yourself, but also you can get a little bit of money for it. Do you see what I mean? So this nice little creative surprise, it's going to be so positive for you, because you will have this option to immediately do something that you love doing. You love expressing yourself, but at the same time, by doing this, but at the same time, this is also going to be beneficial for your money. And somehow you're going to realize other ways of saving money through this particular creative opportunity. So I really strongly suggest you, my gorgeous Cancerini, to absolutely go for it. Indeed. The next important date, it's going to be on the 19th of September. On the 19th of September, it's an absolutely brilliant day, I can tell you this. My goodness, because something bad, something dark, something negative, something very, very heavy, it's going to come to an end. That's the big mama here. On the 19th of September, something very dark, something very heavy, and something very negative, it's going to come to an end. This particular situation has been affecting you more than you can admit this to yourself, because it's just kind of almost changed your personality a little bit, and you've just almost like kind of say almost like it affected you to the point when you started to change, when some kind of a problem or some kind of a difficult issue is just affecting you to the point where you realize and notice on yourself how much you're actually changing. Most certainly, you need to do something about it immediately. But the good thing is that this negative energy is about to shift. Something very, very bad, something very negative, it's going to come to an end. This has been restricting you, and to be quite honest with you, it made you worry so much, especially every single time when you're by yourself, you would worry about this. Every single time before you would go to sleep, you would worry about this. So this is why this is absolutely brilliant, because now, after this moment in time, my gorgeous Cancerini, you are going to be able to embrace your future like never before. After the 19th of September, that's how you're going to feel. Oh my God, now I can embrace the future. Seriously. And this is going to be so brilliant. After the 19th of September, you're also going to notice how much more energy you actually have. And after the 19th of September, you're also going to start becoming really, really spiritual. Like you could be super spiritual right now, but I'm not saying anything. If you're not spiritual, you wouldn't be watching my channel, for example. You wouldn't be watching me. Do you know what I mean? But then again, at the same time, you will notice this beautiful, fresh burst of your own spirituality. It's going to take over from the 19th of September onwards. And the first, how you're going to notice this is that you're just going to start doing something which you haven't done in absolute ages, but it's like spiritual. Maybe you're just suddenly going to have this idea, oh, I'm just going to smudge my home with a dry sage or something like that. And you're going to find yourself like a smudging your home, and then you're going to realize, oh my God, I didn't smudge my home with dry sage. When you smudge your home with dry sage to get rid of negative energy in your environment, it helps you to get rid of negative energy within you. But I'm just using this as an example. So let's say that you haven't like smudged your home in absolute ages, and now after the 19th of September, you suddenly find yourself like walking around and smudging your home, and then you just realize smudging your home, and then you just realize like, oh my God, I haven't done this like in years. You know that this is going to trigger something so beautiful within you, my gorgeous Cancerini. And you're also going to feel, so you're going to become more spiritual, and also you're going to feel so much lighter. As I said, you're going to feel lots of energy, and you are going to feel like more how you want to take care of yourself. Whatever comes to you, the mind-blowing combination in between your mind, body, and spirit is going to be guiding you. It is going to come to you one way or another. What exactly do you need to do in order to live a happier and healthier life? Maybe you need more exercise. Maybe you need to change your diet. Maybe you need to change your food. Maybe you need to run more or something. Do you know what I mean? It's just going to come to you in between the 19th of September and the end of that month, like in terms of what exactly do you need to do in order to improve the quality of your life in general. I strongly again suggest you to not to ignore this, my gorgeous Cancerini, whatsoever, because this is gonna, affect your personal balance in the best possible way. Absolutely brilliant. The next important date, it's gonna be on the 21st of September. On the 21st of September, my gorgeous Cancerini, oh my God, oh my God, God, 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 oh my God. Oh my God, God, listen to me, my gorgeous Cancerini. Raise your vibration, baby. Do you know what? On this particular day, there is something you are, do you know what? First of all, something is going to inspire you. First of all, something is going to so inspire you on this particular day. And then you are going to make some kind of a discovery here. So it's a first of all big inspiration, and then this big inspiration is going to lead towards this discovery. There is something really, really important you are going to discover on this particular day. When I say that you are going to discover something, it's pretty much so to do with like you, on one hand, knowing that something is going to bring like a huge potential, like, oh my God, I'm talking about limitless potential on one hand, but then on another hand, I'm also talking about some kind of element here, which is also going to make you feel so free, so excited. and this in itself, it's like, oh my god, there are gonna be like kind of few different possibilities that you're gonna become aware of, and all these different possibilities are absolutely gonna be remarkable. Every single one of them, you are going to be very, very happy when you discover what you are going to discover. This is marking the beginning of such a beautiful stage in your life, my gorgeous Cancerini. That's honestly what I can say. By the time you get to the actual by the time you get to the 25th of September, on the 25th of September, you are going to feel a little bit shocked. On the 25th of September, you are going to feel a little bit shocked. And that means that, it's important. You will be challenged. Someone is going to be challenging you on the 25th of September. Someone is going to be challenging you, and for some reason, you are going to feel a little bit shocked. You're going to feel a little bit shocked with this particular person or a group of people challenging you, just because you're gonna feel trapped if you are not if you don't stand up for yourself. You need to stand up for yourself, and you need to stand up for your beliefs, because there are gonna few things which are going to come out of it. Okay, so you're gonna feel a little bit trapped unless you put your foot down, unless you're completely honest. You have to be honest, and you have to stand up for yourself, and stand up about your beliefs. This in itself, it's going to bring a very unique viewpoint to whoever was challenging you, which is ever so important. But then again, on another hand, this in itself, it's also going to play a huge role at that moment in time when it comes to you having, boom, this realization, what exactly you want, what exactly you need. This is going to help you to open yourself up towards so many different possibilities also. This is gonna help you to open yourself up towards different perspectives in life, because there is something that you're also gonna like kind of move on from here as well. But to now to start, you just need to really kind of do this. You need to stand up for yourself. You need to be completely honest, and this is ultimately going to lead towards you, being so much more flexible after this moment in time. And you have no idea how important the actual flexibility is at this stage of your life. Okay. The next important date, my gorgeous Cancerini, it's gonna be on the 27th of September. On the 20, sorry, that's right, yeah. On the 27th of September. On the 27th of September, you are going to have a really important chance to actually do something with this. There is something that is like that, something that has been making you really stressful. And what has been making you really stressful is to do with somebody else, is to do with this other person in your life. Somebody's maybe going to be struggling. Somebody's going to be going through something very, very difficult. I mean, I don't want to scare you or anything like that, but I think that there is something going on with the one specific person in your life that you are a little bit worrying about right now. By the time you get to this point in September, something else is going to take place. Certain things are going to go on the next level, and I can see you worrying about one specific person here. And this is going to bless your heart. This is going to give you stress, and this is going to make you feel really stressful. And I do know that it is to do with somebody in your life, of course, because if this is not a person who means to you, you wouldn't even feel anything, let alone being stressed like this. Now, when it comes to this stress, and this is going to cause a bit of a problem in your life, and you're going to need to make an important decision. And and I love you so much for this, because this important decision, you are going to make this important decision. So that's why I love you. And I love you even more because how quickly you're actually going to make this decision. And I'm so glad you did that, because if you did overthink with the decision that you're going to need to make, and it's to do with the somebody in your life, if you were thinking about it for a little bit longer, you would just unfortunately again fall into that bracket of being like kind of you starting to overanalyze. And I said to you before, to overanalyze and overanalyze and overanalyze is like one of the worst things we can do, because we tend to lose this connection with our own very self. So you are going to make a really quick decision, and that quick decision, it's actually going to be a very, very important, because it's going to be the right decision. This decision that you're going to make, it's going to help somebody else. But this is going to get, oh my God, I love you so much. This decision that you are going to make, you will make for somebody else. You will help somebody else tremendously. You will help to somebody else more than you actually think that you are helping to that person. More than you think that you are helping. There is so much more to this than you can imagine. You will know that someone is struggling and somebody is going through something very difficult, but it's way worse than you could have possibly imagined. Only within the next couple of months, you are going to realize not only that your decision is going to change so much in that particular person's life, but also you are going to have a huge, massive karmic reward. When it comes to this, you are going to have a massive karmic reward, and this particular person is like going to surprise you with something, and this is going to be one of the best surprises of your entire life. Okay, this person is going to surprise you with something big, something beautiful, something amazing. And how good you're going to feel, my gorgeous Cancerini, how proud you're going to feel about this person. This is because you will do something so beautiful, and this is going to get back to you. This is going to get back to you. Not only that this person is going to do really great after this moment in time, but there is something major going to come out of it for you as well. And it's going to be tremendously important when it comes to your life and when it comes to your lifestyle in general, because whatever comes out of it, it's really going to provide you with such a sacred shortcut towards the life you want to live, you dream to live, you dream about. I know it's a little bit too much to take in, and it sounds a bit complicated, but trust me, oh my God, here, one stage of your life is going to come to an end, and most certainly another stage of your life, it's about to begin with this as well. Do you see how important the month of September it's going to be? Like, oh my goodness. The next important date, my gorgeous Cancerini, it's going to be on the 28th. On the 28th of September, on the 28th of December, my God, December, the month to remember. No, on the 28th of September, probably on the 28th of December, there is gonna be a continuation of what just happened right now. I'm absolutely 1,000,000% certain that the 28th of December is also going to play an important role when it comes to this going on the next level. But shall I go back to the 28th of September first? Did you hear that? On the 28th of September, my gorgeous Cancerini, you are going to have a very strange day, very mysterious day, very bizarre day. You're probably going to have some kind of a dream as well. So when you wake up on the 28th of September, there is some kind of a dream which is going to be on your mind. And even if you don't remember, some very strange dream, and only later on it's going to come to you what this dream meant. And even if you don't remember this dream on the 28th of September, you're just going to remember a certain word. There is something that you're going to feel urgency to do. There is something that you're going to feel so urgent that you need to do, you have to do. and you're going to be reminded of something important is going to be highlighted, something you forgot about, my gorgeous Cancerini. This is going to be really important on the 28th of September. So it's worth to pay attention to what this is, because it's to do with something kind of that it's going to really need your attention, to be quite honest with you. But also, when it comes to this particular day, something very strange is going to happen, something very strange is going to happen, and you are like kind of going to, something strange, something unusual, and you're gonna feel like something is around you on this particular day. You're gonna feel like maybe like a spirit guide is around you, maybe a guardian angel is around you on the 28th of September. I know that this is gonna sound crazy to so many of you, but when I tell you this, I really hope you will believe me. I really hope you will trust me, because when I say that something is around you, you just ask some kind of a question loudly, and you will have an answer. You will be guided towards an answer. Ask any question, your spirit guides, your guardian angels, ask any question on this particular day very loudly, and you are going to be guided towards an important answer. Pay attention to signs, pay attention to synchronicities, my gorgeous Cancerini, because they're all going to be playing absolutely important role here indeed, okay? My goodness. The next important date is going to be on the 30th of September. 30. On the 30th of September, my gorgeous Cancerini, you are going to have such a beautiful reward that is going to come to you from a hard work, okay? This is brilliant. It's not only about this reward, it's not only about this, actually, it's like a big achievement, a beautiful achievement, and also at the same time, you will be able to like kind of pay attention to priorities. Now, this day it's going to be absolutely obvious how priorities have changed. Priorities in your life are changing, and you are going to become very determined, and you will realize, my God, it's a lot to do with certain seeds being well planted in the past. This is a lot to do with certain seeds being well planted in the past. But you also need to understand that you have to make an important choice. You have to make an important choice. It is not only about achievement. It is not only about recognition. It is not only about you realizing certain seeds have been planted really, really well now, but it's also about you needing to make an important choice here, okay? Because this in itself, it's important, okay, in order to move forward with your life. This in itself is bringing you such an important clarity indeed. But also, my gorgeous Cancerini, I need you to understand that there is something that you are maybe doing but you shouldn't be doing. Please, please, please don't shout at me because I mentioned this before. If I see it, I'm going to mention it. On this particular day, you're also going to have a big chance and a big opportunity to do something you're addicted to. Your addiction is going to be obvious in this particular day. Maybe you weren't aware of it before. Whatever it is, you just kind of pay attention to what your body is going to try to tell you, because you're going to have a big opportunity to heal yourself. And if you just make a conscious decision that you're going to do something about that particular addiction, the path is going to be clear for you. And it's going to be so much easier than you thought. And just to mention that addiction comes in so many different ways. Okay, and addiction comes in many different ways. So it could be anything. Maybe it's even to do with a certain food. Maybe it's to do with drinking. Maybe it's to do with smoking. Maybe it's to do with spending too much time on the bloody internet. It could be absolutely anything. But please, you need to understand that there is a reason why I'm saying this, because this is starting to affect your quality of life. You don't want that. You don't want to give in to something that you are so much more powerful than, you're so much more powerful than this, so this is why I need you to kind of like a really be very, very kind of a smart, when it comes to this, indeed. So now, my gorgeous Cancerini, I'm just going to see what's going to happen to those of you who are in relationships when it comes to the month of September, for those of you who are in relationships. Okay, and you know what I also see, like maybe a bit of like a natural vitamin D3, if you can get into your body, you're gonna find this really beneficial. Natural vitamin D3, natural vitamin D3, and if you go for these things, you always make sure that they're natural, without any chemicals or without any added ingredients, and of course, check with your GP or a doctor if this is interacting with your existing medications, if you are on some. Okay, important. But I would strongly suggest you to get an additional natural vitamin D3 and put it into your body. You're gonna feel so much better. Okay, energetically, I just feel this so much. So now, my gorgeous Cancerini, I'm just gonna see what's gonna happen to those of you who are single. Ooh, single, interesting. I always start with like relationships, but anyway, single. Look at this. This is very important, my gorgeous Cancerini. Do you know why? Because for those of you who are single, let me tell you that only now, this month, you're going to start to realize how much you would like to have somebody in your life. The bottom line is that this month you're going to feel ready, and this month you're going to have some kind of experience which is going to be really positive. This month you're going to have a really positive experience when it comes to socialization, when it comes to you being around people, and something is going to be triggered within you. You are clearly going, something is going to happen to you. You're going to have a really beautiful and a really positive and a really emotional experience. And sorry, this emotional experience, it's going to open your eyes, but it's also going to make you realize, number one, what are you missing in your life? And number two, you're also going to realize that you are ready. So you are going to have an important emotional experience when it comes to this month, my gorgeous Cancerini, when it comes to those of you who are single. And you're going to realize that only now, you're ready to let somebody into your life. And this is brilliant. And what else I see, my gorgeous Cancerini, look at this. I can see you having so much fun, and I can see you being around people. I can see you enjoying yourself. It's not so much about, oh yeah, meeting the best person, meeting somebody who I'm going to stay for the rest of my life, blah, blah, blah. No, baby, no. This is just as important. If you feel like you want to go out and spend some time with people, please do it. Please go for it. Before all this happened, there is going to be a vision that you are going to have, realization. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I want to go there. I want to go there. I want to do that. Whatever that realization is, it is a lot to do with some kind of a socializing. And this is when things are going to start changing for you. You need to go through this before you let somebody special into your life. This is as important as starting in a relationship with somebody remarkable. Why? Because these experiences you are going to have throughout this month are going to be very helpful for you to realize how much you've changed, how much you moved on. This is necessary. This is absolutely necessary. And let me tell you that there is going to be so much, your energy is going to be amazing throughout September. You're going to be shining very brightly. You're going to be like, ooh, people are going to say that you look gorgeous. People are going to notice your energy is different. People are going to notice this. And those people who know you so well are going to be showering you with like compliments, and they're going to be like mentioning, oh my God, you look so good. And sometimes this is all we need. And you're going to get lots of attention as well. If you go out, if you're mingling with people, you will notice that, something is different. Something is different. And this is because the huge amount of negative energy has like kind of is about to shift when it comes to your life. And that's why people are able to feel and sense your essence in such a way when it comes to you slowly but surely starting to release this huge amount of negative energy which has been preventing you to maybe be yourself, to feel yourself. And that way, when that happens, then we don't attract the right people into our lives. So you just have fun, make the most of this month, and you will see the way things are going to unfold. What's going to happen before the end of this month, you're not going to be able to believe, but it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Okay. So now, my gorgeous Cancerini, I'm just going to see what's going to happen to those of you who are in relationship for the month of September. Oh la la, look at this. You are going to have an incredible, incredible idea. Oh my God. You are going to have an incredible idea, my gorgeous Cancerini. This is going to be absolutely brilliant. This idea that you are going to have, you and your partner, this idea is going to change your life. You are going to have an idea this month, my gorgeous Cancerini. When it comes to the couples, you and your partner are going to have this amazing idea. This amazing idea is going to change your life. Do you know, it's a lot to do with the idea that I said right at the beginning, within the first 10 days of September, indeed, because it's a lot to do with you really kind of having this highlighted with your partner, because you're both going to become aware of this idea, but you're both also going to become aware of the fact that there is something you're going to need to explore. You know, there is something you're going to need to explore. There is something you're going to need to find out, you know, more and more and more when it comes to this idea. And I suggest you to do this like almost immediately, because this idea is going to be absolutely life changing when it comes to your life in general, when it comes to things starting to make sense for both of you, everything bad and everything good you've ever been through. Now things are about to realign themselves. You are heading towards a much more beautiful life and lifestyle, much more colorful life and a lifestyle. You will be able to do things you were talking about for so long. And on top of that, you both of you are not going to waste any more energy on things you don't like. And things are going to start becoming so much more practical for you as well. And it's all because of this amazing, incredible idea. And just one more, for those of you who are single and not ready to meet someone, if you don't want to meet someone, okay, so for those of you who are single and not ready to meet someone, ooh la la, there is an important risk you are going to need to take. And I feel this important risk you're going to need to take. It's going to happen at around the 15th of September. And this risk that you're going to need to take, it's about you making a certain step, taking the next step, taking the next step. You will know what this is. You need to take the next step. For those of you who are single and not wanting a relationship, on the 15th of September, there is a risk you're going to need to take. And that particular risk that you're going to need to take, it's going to come in form of you making an important step, making a first step. And you will most certainly know what this is. Trust me. Okay, my gorgeous Cancerini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye. And now it's time for something really, really special. Now it's time, my gorgeous people, for something really, really beautiful. This brand new pendant I have in my store, I only have literally few of them. So once they're gone, they are gone. This gorgeous pendant I have, it's an absolutely stunning amethyst pendant. Okay, this is a white gold amethyst pendant, and I don't know if you can see it that well. It's absolutely stunning. This gorgeous amethyst pendant, it's in white gold, and it also has two diamonds on each side. Okay, I don't know how well this camera is actually focusing. This is a quite dainty but ever so beautiful pendant amethyst pendant set in white gold with two little diamonds on each side. And yes, these diamonds are real diamonds, like this amethyst is a high quality amethyst as well. When it comes to this gorgeous white gold amethyst pendant with two diamonds, two little diamonds on each side, of course they're not huge, of course they're not massive, but you know, this also white gold pendant, and this is a sterling silver chain that this comes with. Yes. And also when it comes to amethyst, you know, amethyst is absolutely brilliant and a very powerful crystal in many different ways, because it does have a power to enhance our immune system. And also on top of that, it helps with anxiety, depression. It helps to clear mind. You know, it helps to wash away toxic thinking, but also it encourages sleep patterns, and at the same time it eases tension, because it's absolutely essential for spiritual balance in itself. When we wear amethyst, you know, and we are in a relaxed state of mind, we have like all sorts of insights we wouldn't normally have. So amethyst is probably one of the most significant crystals you can actually get in terms of achieving such a perfect balance within our bodies. Okay. And also, when it comes to diamonds, for example, my gorgeous people, diamonds are also having a spiritual effect and a spiritual impact on our body, because diamonds, on another hand, believe me or not, makes us fearless. What a mind-blowing combination this actually is. Not only this gorgeous pendant is just so beautiful, you know, so gorgeous, but at the same time, it is ever so powerful. This is so gorgeous, like I cannot explain. As I said, I'm so excited, my God, about this pendant, because it's very, very gorgeous. But also, you know, I only have, you know, few of them. As I said, once they're gone, they're gone. Absolutely stunning, and a really, really unique little piece as well. I really hope you can see this. Absolutely gorgeous. And of course, if you would like to buy this gorgeous pendant, the link is going to be in the description below, but also you can check on top of the comments, because I will pin, you know, the links for these crystals on top of the comment section as well. But on another hand, you can also find the link for this pendant, like it's going to be either here or either here in one of the top corners. You will be able to click on it, and the link is going to come up that way as well. Or on another hand, you can simply go on Google and just type in Sasha Bonasin shop, and my page is going to come up that way. Just click on it and you will see the first two products on top of my shop are going to be my two latest products I've just advertised. So you're either going to find this in the description or on top of the comments, or it's going to be one of the two corners above me, or you simply go on Google and just type in Sasha Bonasin shop, and my page is going to come up that way as well. And of course, if you would like to buy this gorgeous pendant, the link is going to be in the description below, but also you can check on top of the comments, because I will pin, you know, the links for these crystals on top of the comment section as well. But on another hand, you can also find the link for this pendant, like it's going to be either here or either here in one of the top corners. You will be able to click on it and the link is going to come up that way as well. Or on another hand, you can simply go on Google and just type in Sasha Bonus in shop, and my page is going to come up that way. Just click on it and you will see the first two products on top of my shop are going to be my two latest products I've just advertised. So you're either going to find this in the description or on top of the comments, or it's going to be one of the two corners above me, or you simply go on Google and just type in Sasha Bonus in shop and my page is going to come up that way as well. I'm so excited when it comes to this, my gorgeous people, because this is probably one of the most beautiful things I've ever had in my store, to be quite honest with you. This is a blue topaz bracelet, sterling silver bracelet, and it's not only like a genuine blue topaz, but this is also handmade. This absolutely gorgeous handmade bracelet is 10 millimeters wide, so that's quite wide if you know what I mean, and it's also 7.5 inches long, which is a standard bracelet size. What I find it absolutely stunning, look at this, I find it absolutely stunning because the way this bracelet is made, the way it's designed, it's absolutely gorgeous. And also it's a genuine topaz, you know, and the blue topaz, it helps you to cultivate intuition, it helps with mental sharpness, for communication skills, and for self-assurance as well. So when it comes to confidence, this little bracelet, it's absolutely brilliant. I mean, look at how gorgeous this is. I mean, I'm not being funny, but as I said, this bracelet is probably one of the most beautiful things I've ever had in my store. And the fact that it's got a blue topaz and blue topaz crystal is just so powerful, especially when it comes to, you know, boosting our energy in general, when it comes to our communication skills, when it comes to our intuition. I mean, all these things are always leading us towards us coming out of our comfort zone. So when we wear this, we also at the same time we come out of our comfort zone, which is ever so important when it comes to us having a progress in life. Honestly, my gorgeous people, I don't know if you can see how beautiful this actually is, blue topaz. And let me tell you, on top of all that, blue topaz, it's quite rare. And I'm talking about a genuine blue topaz here, like a high quality blue topaz. This in itself, it's actually a very, very rare crystal. And it's not only extremely powerful, it's not only extremely beautiful, but it's also quite rare as well. Absolutely stunning. Look how beautiful this is. My gorgeous people, I'm so excited about this bracelet, to be quite honest with you. And you know, if you buy this, you will see exactly what I was talking about, how beautiful this gorgeous bracelet is. And you know, when things are made handmade, you know, they have a completely different energy. You know, it's a completely different energy, it feels different. Do you know what I mean? But I suppose you can only know how it feels once you buy it. But it's absolutely beautiful. You know, it's the type of bracelet that everybody's going to notice. You know, it's just so striking, so gorgeous to look at. But then on another hand, it is ever so powerful because it kind of, you know, brings like tremendous impact into our lives just by wearing it. I mean, anything that increases our confidence, anything that's so positive and beneficial for our mental sharpness, anything that helps, you know, with our communication skills, and anything that helps with our self-assurance in general, we cannot possibly go wrong with, can we? Absolutely brilliant. There you go. Look at it again. It's stunning. So, my gorgeous people, if you would like to be the owner of this gorgeous bracelet, again, I haven't got that many of them in stock because they are handmade. You see what I mean? So, once they go, I suppose they will go. But at the same time, if you would like to buy this gorgeous bracelet, my gorgeous people, then you will see that the link is going to be in the description below. Okay, the link is going to be in the description below this video. I also put the link in the card somewhere above me. They're going to be the link for it as well. But I'm also going to place the links on top of the comments. I will pin, this bracelet on top of the comments, and you will see where you can actually buy this. Or on another hand, you can just go on Google and just type in Sasha Bonus and shop, and my page is going to come up that way as well. You will see somewhere on the top, this bracelet is going to be, because it's a brand new item in my store. But I really have to say, it's absolutely gorgeous, absolutely stunning. And if you buy it, you will see exactly where was I coming from. Absolutely stunning. I don't know if you can see the details. The detail, is it focusing or not, the camera? Absolutely stunning. Okay.